Hey guys, what's going on guys? We're on here. My name's Trent.
Along with Garrett.
And today guys, we're going to be doing it. What the fuck? So yeah, we're going to be doing our review of Avengers Endgame. So before we do that, please be sure that there are spoilers in this video. So please be sure to pause the video, go watch the movie, come back, and watch this video. Welcome back. And 5-word plot synopsis. I'll start.
Remember what this is?
Remember 5-word plot synopsis? I'll go.
You didn't say yes or no. What?
5-word plot synopsis.
No, you don't. Remember, it's like, yes, you remember what it is.
What is wrong with you right now? Okay, so, you go first. I can't think of anything.
Go ahead, Garrett. The Endgame is...
2 words.
Endgame. Okay. Is Endgame one word?
Yes.
The Endgame is the Endgame. Okay. There you go. Perfect.
10 years all in one.
10 years? It was 5 years.
No, I'm talking
No,
about
he's
like
saying
all of
10
MCU. Like the first movie came out 10 years ago, Iron Man. Now you.
The Avengers are back, bitch.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, so reaction. How did you guys feel about this movie?
Well, watch it.
Me?
Yeah.
I was impressed. It didn't what?
Nothing.
It didn't go the way I thought it would. I just thought they would like find Thanos, grab like other characters, like other random characters, maybe even like X-Men or something. Go to like in a different universe or something.
Mm-hmm.
Thought maybe they'd somehow do that. And then so they'd have like a bigger amount of people and then kick ass and basically restore everything and take his his gauntlet, his Infinity Gauntlet, and restore everything. But I honestly did not see them going back in time through the quantum realm.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they'd do that with the Time Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
So it was actually a really good surprise. The one thing I thought was kind of dumb was how the rat brought him back. Like stepping over the thing 5 years later. I thought that was kind of dumb, but at the same time,
I thought it just automatically happened, but I guess yeah.
No, there was the rat running over the dashboard or whatever, the truck, and that's what brought him back because it was stepped on the controls. So in my opinion, it was like, but it would have been hard to write that in, you know. So I wouldn't say it was lazy writing. It just
A little bit lazy, right?
I mean, a little bit, but at the same time, like, how would you bring him back?
I don't know, like the program just brings him back in 5 years because it was programmed to do that.
Yeah, but that would be lazy writing as well. I
More
mean,
believable than a rat jumping into a car.
Yeah, but the thing is, at least they filmed the rat. It would be even more lazy writing if it was just, oh yeah, by the way, they programmed a 5-year failsafe into it or whatever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So either way, that would have been tricky to do.
6 in one, half dozen in another, I guess.
It would have been tricky to do, to bring him back in a more creative way. So they just left it at, the rat did it. Mm-hmm. You know? I mean, I don't know. I still really enjoyed the movie.
Garrett? I would just like to say, it's kind of like all the things you expected in the movie, and it was like, it was so appropriate. Like, it was a great way. Like, not a lot of series can tie up an ending very well, right? You always get all these series. First one that pops in my mind, How I Met Your Mother. No one liked the ending. Always like a long running series that is well liked. Always never gets a great ending. I think this ending kind of sums it up pretty well. Sure, there's a couple plot holes there and here, but the epic scale of all the battles, the epic scale of the action, this like the way they make the movie feel, it's just Marvel and it's just good.
Yeah, for me going into this movie, like, for me, I didn't have as much hype for this movie as I did Infinity War, even though I knew that this was, like, really, like, the end of Phase 2 or 3 or whatever they're in, and they're launching into the next phase of Marvel and stuff like that, and, like, this is, like, an end of an era and everything like that. But, you know, coming out, like, when I went into Infinity War, I was really excited because I was like, man, we're getting all these characters together, and it's going to be awesome. You know, it's going to be like the first time ever. And then with this game, we got that in the end, but like, I don't know, like it felt kind of like just like I didn't like this movie as much as I did Infinity War. Probably because I did expect a lot of stuff to happen. Like I expect all these characters to come back because a lot of them have sequels planned. Some characters did stay dead, which is a surprise.
Well, obviously, you knew Spider-Man was coming back for Homecoming.
Because well, you mean Far From Home? That's what it's called. But
yeah, sorry, Homecoming's the first one.
But still, this is a good movie though. It's a culmination of 10 years of Marvel and everything like that, and this is the end of an era. So we begin with a new, and it looks bright, I guess. But yeah. Okay, so I'll go through some of my notes really, really, really quickly. They kill Thanos. Well,
twice.
Well, yeah, but I was talking about it at the beginning when they just cut his head off. And
Thor
was like, I went for the head, which is a nice callback to Infinity War.
I didn't expect that to happen.
I honestly didn't expect that to happen. Yeah, I thought it was,
And that threw us off, because then, like, for me, I was like, oh shit, like, Thanos isn't the bad guy in this, you know? Thanos is just... They kill him, and there's going to be another bad guy.
It was kind of like... The first 20 minutes and then the last, like, hour of the movie, he was the bad guy. But in the middle, he really wasn't the bad guy, sort of.
He's kind of always bad guy.
I don't know, like, because, like, he was dead, and they were, like, a lot of this movie is them just, like, talking about how sad they are and how things have changed over the past 5 years and everything like that. So I was just like, yeah, he's not really the bad guy since he's, like, dead now, but it's like, whatever. But, yeah, so all the people who, like, died, they had, like, a Vietnam-type, like, memorial that we saw, like, Scott Lang and stuff
The Vanished. That's what that was called.
Yeah, The Vanished. I guess now...
I thought that was...
It's like, we built these columns for nothing now, because everyone's back.
Tear them down.
Yeah.
But, one thing, like, you were saying, like Infinity War, like, I think that was, like, I was excited for Infinity War. Like you said, I agree. This wasn't quite as good as Infinity War. I wasn't excited
for this movie than I was.
Yeah. But like you said, this wasn't quite as good as Infinity War. I think Infinity War, in a lot of ways, was like making up for Civil War. Like Civil War was alright.
Civil War was alright. I like Civil War.
I wasn't a fan of Civil War, but like I think some of the things that Civil War got wrong, Infinity War made right. Like, it was just basically, like, making up for Civil War, like, in my opinion, wasn't as great. And then, you know, you've got Endgame, which is still better than Civil War, but it's not quite as good as Infinity War. Like, probably because we already, like, Infinity War was kind of new, like, you have everybody together, and they did it really well. They had good action scenes and all this stuff. And then this, they had that stuff, but it was already used.
For me, the last hour of Endgame was the best part of the movie. It felt if it went from Infinity War straight to that, and I'd be like, oh yeah, this movie's awesome. But like, obviously, you know, you have the story and everything. Captain Marvel has short hair now. It's like her character in the comics who has short hair. I just don't know. Probably because I'm not a huge fan of her character.
I don't think she's that bad. I don't know why you don't like her.
I just don't.
I know she.
Maybe it's because I don't like Brie Larson that much.
I don't like her that much either. But if you get past that and just look at her character, it's not that bad.
She's not. Like, the thing is, she's not like. I guess it's good that she's not like any of the other characters, but also she's like, she's not funny. No. And she's somewhat overpowered, I think. But I mean, that's fine.
It's Captain Marvel. I mean, it's comics.
Yeah, like she like flew through that ship.
Yeah, but I thought that was kind of cool, though.
It was, but at the same time, like you said, she was overpowered.
Yeah, but
Superman's overpowered, but everyone likes him.
I mean, and like she just randomly finds Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, I think because of the signal they were able to find. I think they sort of skipped, like, because, like, from the trailer, they had, like, a lot of stuff, like, oh, hey, Captain Marvel, what are you doing here, and everything like that, like, or, like, oh, hey, I'm here to help, like, they sort of skipped that part, where it's like, hey, I'm here to help, and everything like that. They just skipped to, like, yeah, we know her, she went to go find you.
Yeah. What do you think about Captain Marvel pushing that ship all the way back to Earth? It must have been, like, light years away, so how fast was she going?
Fast as light speed, probably. something like that.
Or
You can't make a car. They have to open up like portals to jump through space.
Yeah.
And if she's going
she was going faster than light years. Like,
it would
she was
destroy
going
the
faster
ship.
than
It
light
would, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Okay.
No, reverse plot hole.
Wait, did it take 5 years?
No, because
Wait, did it
built.
take 5 years to get back? Nah.
No, because they're built. They're built.
Okay, we're finally back.
They're built to.
No, it
go
doesn't make
light-
any sense because he has a daughter.
They're built to go light speed.
No, they're not. They're built to go through, jump through portals. Because nothing can go light speed because the speed of light is
You're right.
unattainable.
They jump through portals.
I thought the first scene we saw with Hawkeye, but he's called Ronin. The sword fight with the Japanese guy was awesome.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
It was kind of mild.
It kind of reminded me of anime a little bit when they did like the little zoom like that, and then the Japanese guy was like, ugh, like as I think he got him a little bit. Yeah, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, for a second there, I thought the Japanese guy was gonna win.
Yeah. They did like a baby Thanos, like, why don't we just go back in time and kill baby Thanos? It's kind of like baby Hitler. You know, like, would you go back in time and kill baby Hitler? It's like, well, he didn't do
I
anything.
like how they addressed it and just were like, well, yeah, well like,
And
let's
then-
not even talk about it because, you know, obviously people were thinking that. I thought that.
See, the thing is, like, I don't understand why that wouldn't work.
Because then they would change the events. Because they said, if you go back and kill baby Thanos and baby Thanos never glows up
That sure could change.
and destroys the world, and then
That's
you
when
have
it gets-
you never have any reason to go back in time
That's
in the
when it
first
gets
place.
a little confusing. We'll get to that in a bit.
You
'Cause
see what I'm saying?
There's a lot of questions with that.
If Thanos was never there to destroy the world and make you want to go back in time, then you would never go back in time and kill baby Thanos. Because you would never know about Thanos.
Right.
So it's
like a circle.
it would destroy itself, yeah.
They did a Winter Soldier callback whenever Captain America went in the elevator with all those Hydra guys. I thought it was really cool, and he's like, "Hail Hydra," and they were all like, "Oh shit, this guy knows who we are." I guess.
Well,
Isn't that changing the past? And it didn't.
No, it didn't change. I mean,
He said "Hail Hydra," and then they're all just like,
yeah, but it didn't make a significant change. It all
"What do you
depends-
mean? Winter Soldier." Like,
It all depends on the significance of the change.
you think they like go and kill him between then
Yeah, but
and
what
Winter
I'm
Soldier
saying
and
is-
be like, "Hey, you fucking know about us?"
This isn't part of the Winter Soldier, though. This is like a different time. He was in the elevator with him because at this point Hydra wasn't exposed as Hydra.
Yeah.
They didn't get to go ahead like expose.
Yeah, but
yourself.
wouldn't they be like, "Wait, how does he know about us though?"
Because they thought he was a member of Hydra.
Yeah.
When he says
well, I
Hail
guess
Hydra-
it kind of
Yeah, but
changes
then they-
Winter Soldier because of Winter Soldier.
When he says Hail Hydra.
So if we did a Winter Soldier
No.
after this, then they'd be like, "Hey, you're on our side, aren't you? Because you said Hail Hydra to me that one time."
Yeah.
Nope. It's like, so whatever.
It's not going
It
to change that much. And the
I
thing,
guess it kind of just confused him even for a minute. Like,
well, no, they thought he was part of Hydra. Like when he says Hail Hydra, he already knew they were Hydra. So
Yeah, but I thought it was more of a mocking thing.
or they
and
could
were
have
just
thought,
like, "Oh
or
shit."
they could have thought he was
knows about
Loki for a second there too. Because remember, Captain America thought he was Loki.
us. Oh.
So it could have they could have been like, oh, it was just Loki.
No,
Oh,
they
okay,
thought
yeah,
he was,
yeah. Okay,
they
that's
thought
good.
he was one of their brothers or whatever. They thought he was Hydra. Because the thing is, he said Hail Hydra. And if you didn't notice before, like in the other stuff, occasionally they whisper that to each other.
Mhm.
And that's how they knew. You know? So if you could tell someone was Hydra, and you're Hydra, you'd be like, Hail Hydra. And they'd be like, okay, yeah, he's one of them. So, you know, you can trust each other, you're buddies, whatever. So, like, that was his way, because he knew for a fact they were Hydra, because he was from the future. So, he said, Hail Hydra to them. They're like, oh, hell yeah, you know, he's one of us.
Mhm.
So, that's why they gave him the briefcase. They literally just handed it to him, and he
I thought he
walked off.
had it in his hand in the first. Oh well. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
That's how he got it from them.
Alright,
All right. I can. When he was fighting the other Captain America, he's like, "I can do this all day." Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
like I thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
because he says that all the time. They brought back. I think they brought back Natalie Portman for a little bit. I don't know if maybe that was an old scene from Thor or not, but
I think they did bring it back.
yeah. So I thought that was kind of cool. They brought it back for a little bit. And this is like going like right to the end. Thanos' blade is freaking awesome.
It is.
Yeah.
Like when he was spinning against those blades, he was like, "Oh," and it was like
He's such a badass fighter.
That's the part that
I don't know
sucks.
how he's so strong, but it's cool.
Because he's freaking huge.
And then I put in big caps. Cap holds hammer.
Yeah.
And people were clapping and stuff. It was awesome.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
is very awesome.
People actually clap like when he got that
Age of
hammer.
Ultron callback.
Can I say something quickly about the Hulk though?
Mhm.
I feel like he didn't get a lot of like fight time in this. Like,
Well, no, he's not really a fighter. Kinda. He's him and what's his face sort of merged. And I guess
like
they're like
Infinity
that
War,
now,
I
so
liked how him and Thanos
Well, the
were
thing
fighting
is,
in the
they can
beginning.
still like do like he can still go full Hulk or full. What's his name? Banner. But he's just kind of...
Well, the thing about Hulk is that the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. It's almost like an unlimited thing. Actually, in the comics, Thanos is kind of scared of Hulk because he knows the longer that Hulk fights and the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. So he could actually become stronger than Thanos. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they kind of just whatever. I guess you won't fight Thanos. I guess you'll be maybe drowning underground. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Ant-Man didn't get to fight too. Well, I guess Ant-Man was pretty hectic.
He was Giant Man.
I like Ant-Man. I
like Ant-Man.
I didn't watch Ant-Man when it first came out, but I kind of like him.
I like Ant-Man and Ant-Man the Wasp.
Who plays him? Who's his character?
Paul Rudd.
I like Paul Rudd a lot.
Yeah,
he's in Friends.
He's a good actor.
I think his actors.
Yeah, he plays
he's in
Phoebe's husband.
Oh,
in the last
yeah,
season
he does.
He plays in Park and Rec too, but I think he's a great actor. Funny and like.
He's definitely a good actor. And I like him for that role. He just kind of reminds me of like almost like the Deadpool of the Avengers.
Yeah, kind of.
You know,
jokes
he's goofy. Like he like the PG-13 version of Deadpool.
Yeah.
Because you know he does a lot of like the stupid stuff, the stupid jokes. Like he clearly like doesn't belong as a hero, but he just kind of like made his way in. He just kind of stumbled his way through as a hero.
But he holds his own, I think.
Oh yeah, he definitely does. But like that's what I'm saying. Like Deadpool can hold his own as a hero, but like he just kind of stumbles his way through. His intention was never to be a hero. That was never his thing.
I kind of wish we got. I talked about this with Garrett a little bit. I wish we got some more like other MCU characters, like from like even little cameos from the Defenders, like from Marvel MCU, like Punisher, Daredevil, Luke Cage,
I don't know trying to look on this.
Ghost Rider.
I think that'd be too confusing.
Well, I think it's like if you're a true comic book fan. You're like, oh, I know those characters. I don't watch the show, but I know who they are. And then if you're not, you're just a guy who's like, whoa, some new characters in there. Because like, if you're a casual guy who goes there to watch a movie, you probably haven't watched all the Marvel movies. Probably not, right? So like, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. There must have been other movies or something like that, another show.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people have watched all the Marvel movies because they're pretty well known. I think adding other characters into it would have made already convoluted.
Ghost Rider would have been bad.
Convoluted storyline.
Ghost Rider's already part of that storyline. He's already part of that universe.
Yeah.
Because if you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you see Ghost Rider in there.
Yeah, and he has Doctor Strange powers.
See, and that's the other thing. I thought that the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. would be more involved.
Yeah, I thought they would be too.
That's
like Coulson and then Quake. Yeah. Quake has like
S.H.I.E.L.D.'s disbanded at this
moment.
moment.
Well, the thing is, Coulson died.
Right,
Coulson's dead.
Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s disbanded at this
S.H.I.E.L.D.'s kind of dead. Like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they're kind of done, but like thing is like Quake.
How far have you watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I'm done.
You finished season 6 or season 5 of the last season? I didn't finish it because I couldn't watch it. It was boring as crap.
Okay.
So
well, point is like Coulson died.
Okay.
It's like he had. Remember when he had like that whole like thing where he almost died and they like saved him or whatever, with the blood. Well, something happened to him when like Ghost Rider ended up in him. Possessing him.
Let's.
And it burnt through that alien blood or whatever. So like he was back. Like he was basically just decaying. He was dying. So he ended up dying in the end. Like it doesn't show him dying, but
you think we're getting a little off subject here?
Yeah, we're getting a little off subject. Yeah.
Point is,
I was gonna say Quake, but she has Quake.
Point is, it wasn't very feasible to add the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I don't think it would have been a smart move to add any other characters.
Something.
I just really like the Agents
right
of
here,
S.H.I.E.L.D.
insta kill or something. Or
Snap.
In shots kill. I don't know. Feminism, come on. There was a scene where like you saw Spider-Man, he's like all like, and then all the women are like, we got this. And I think that was I bet Brie Larson's like, we have to have this scene in here.
I think it was a little too blatant. Like,
it was a little too.
Obviously,
because it was all the women. Like if I showed some of the other guys, like it's like there's nothing.
We all know Captain Marvel is strong, like the strongest, and when it makes sense whenever she's like one of the only ones that can go toe to toe with her. Right, I'm completely okay with that. Like, it's like, let's have this whole scene and just show girls for like 5 minutes. Like, all right, we know there's strong. We know there's strong women characters. We know
strong female projects.
Okay, it was a little blatant, but the thing is, like, you don't want to read too much into that.
I'll try not to. But
that's
it's
like,
when it's so blatant and in your face. When something's so in your face, you can't ignore it.
Yeah,
that's true.
I should have watched Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel was not as blatant.
I haven't seen Captain Marvel.
Tony Stark
was a little blatant.
Tony Stark was said, I am Iron Man.
That was kind of dumb.
Kind of dumb. That's how he ends the first movie. In the first movie, at the end of the first movie, he says,
he reveals himself.
He says, "I am Iron Man."
Oh, okay, okay.
Iron Man was the first movie in the whole series.
Yes.
I think it was perfect that it ended with Tony Stark being the one that ends it all.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a perfect thing. Everyone's favorite character, Tony Stark, right? Everyone loves Iron Man.
Definitely.
No one hated Iron Man.
Iron Man's probably my favorite Avenger.
Some people don't like Captain America. Some people don't like some of the other characters, but
because
everyone likes Iron Man.
Boring. Some of them are kind of boring. Like, and the thing is, like, their movies.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Is like
Captain America, the second Captain America. What was it? Was this
Winter Soldier?
Winter Soldier? I didn't like that movie.
I didn't watch it.
Winter Soldier?
It was all right, but the thing is, like, it wasn't that interesting. Mm. In all honesty, like, it just didn't it didn't appeal to me as much. It was kind of like one of the lower level Marvel movies.
Which Iron Man movie is not fantastical to watch? Iron Man 1, 2, and 3 are great.
Yeah, they're
I haven't watched them, so I don't know.
Really?
No. I heard Iron Man 1's good. And
I like them. I like them.
Yeah, I mean, they're really good. Yeah, it's just he has such a cool thing. Like his
I was gonna say, I kind of saw his death coming because, in both this movie and the last movie, they sort of hinted to it because, him and Pepper Potts in the first movie, we're gonna have a baby and everything like that. One last surprise. And then in this movie, he has a kid and everything and all that stuff. So you sort of saw it coming throughout the entire movie. They're just like, hey, he's going to die.
One thing I really liked that Marvel did was Captain America. I knew this was going to be his last movie. His contract was up with them. Mm-hmm. So this was the last movie in his contract. Guy now. And the thing is, I thought they were going to somehow kill him off. Because the thing is, that's what they do with everybody. They kill him off.
Well, in a way, they sort of do.
Well, no. The thing is, they did something different. Because, it's so easy to kill someone off. But the thing is, they thought more into it, and they decided to make him go back in time, be with, Peggy Carter.
Which doesn't make complete
and
sense.
Come back
again. Yeah, Peggy Carter, or is it Margaret?
Yeah. Peggy is short, or is a nickname for Margaret.
So, do they end up having kids together, you think?
It doesn't say. I don't know.
Because doesn't... It's
possible.
Trent just told me that...
Yeah, because in Civil War...
Captain America hooks up with...
her...
granddaughter.
With Peggy's granddaughter or something like that. So either she doesn't exist anymore,
and
it's okay,
or he did his granddaughter.
Or he did his granddaughter.
Let's just
I don't know.
I don't know. But
think about
regardless...
Not regardless, that's a pretty big thing.
No, just ignoring that right now. He came back and they saw him sitting there on the bench as an old man. And the thing is, when I saw the back of his head, I'm like, oh, he's an old man.
Okay.
He went back in time
to
be with Peggy. And that's the thing, I really liked that. I thought that was more creative, and that wasn't the, I wouldn't say lazy screenwriting, but, it was more creative than just killing him off. Because it's so easy to just say, oh, yeah, his contract's done, let's just kill him off now. Because that's what everybody does. But it takes something a little bit more. It takes a little bit more thinking to say, okay, what can we do instead of killing him off? And you come up with, oh yeah, we'll have him go back in time, be with her, and then we'll find him, and then he'll be old.
Okay, yeah. So you get rid. The first two Avengers sort of are now out, and then make way for the new ones. Thanos' death was kind of cool, where he just sat down. He's like, "Fuck, man."
Yeah,
I kind of wish he did something cool, or he just he either scoffed or something. He's like, guess I lost. Or
I made the joke to Trent. I said one of Thanos' minions come up like, Mr. Thanos, I don't feel so good.
Yeah, I thought Thanos was a really good villain, the best villain I think in the MCU.
I wouldn't say he's the best villain, but he was definitely good.
Yeah,
I liked him a lot.
The thing I didn't like about these two movies is that when Black Widow died, I didn't know, I wasn't able to process it because I was like, oh, well, she's going to get brought back to life. But no, it looks like Gamora maybe is dead, or maybe or the past Gamora is in the future now.
Yeah, right.
And then Black Widow, I thought, oh, they're just going to bring her back. Oh, no, wait, she stays dead because that's how it works.
So, yeah, it's almost like you didn't know who was going to stay.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't process her death. I'm like, she's going to be back. Because also I heard there's supposed to be a Black Widow movie. I guess not now, maybe. I don't know. But I was just like, this doesn't matter.
The other thing is,
Tony Stark's a little more sad because you know he's dead.
Yeah.
You don't really know. She could be back, and they just don't know it. She wasn't able to make it to the battle with them, to the fight with them. You don't know.
She's in space.
You don't know. And that's the thing. There's a lot of stuff. They left a lot for our imaginations. and they didn't answer all the questions. That way they can set us up for more surprises later on, make things interesting.
Yeah.
That's one thing I like about Marvel. They definitely think into their stuff.
Yeah.
They do have some things that are just kind of dumb, but they do put some thought into certain things. And it makes it pretty interesting.
What are you? How many more notes do you have?
Just a few more. Just a lot of questions about the time traveling and the future.
Well,
and
that's
stuff
what I was
that.
about to bring up. If you kill the Thanos from the past, doesn't that corrupt the timeline?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Or maybe they sent him back to the past and then he died, but that still doesn't make sense.
Unless Iron Man used the rings to send Thanos just back into the past and wipe his memory. Right.
Yeah.
Which could be it starts getting convoluted. That's the only way I can see it to make sense. But besides that, it seems like they killed him in the present time and they kind of undid what they said. You can't just do that, but then they just did that.
See, and that's one of the things with a gap in their screenwriting that they actually don't account for, because something like that is, I don't know, they probably didn't really think about it. They're like, okay, yep, it's Justice, he goes away, he sent everybody else away. His whole army gets kind of disintegrated.
Yeah, but it doesn't definitely tell you they're dead or if they're sent back in the past.
Exactly.
Which kind of leaves it maybe a good thing. That way you don't, if something's vague enough, it kind of you can kind of fill in the gaps for yourself.
Yeah.
That's kind of how you avoid plot holes by being a little vague sometimes.
In one of the Iron Man movies, doesn't he doesn't some little kid find him and he helps him rebuild his suit or something?
Yeah, the third one.
Is that the kid that we see at the funeral? Because there's another kid there that we didn't really recognize.
That might have been. I didn't realize that.
I don't know. I didn't really. I guess Valkyrie is now king.
She might be the new Thor.
Yeah. Thor is maybe a new Guardians of the Galaxy. So
I would absolutely love that.
GOTG 3. We'll see.
But I want to see him lose that weight though. He was way too fat.
I thought it was kind of funny. It was like a Odin type.
It was funny, but
no, it was kind of like.
I liked him being the way he was.
Falcon, possibly the new Captain America, I guess, with the shield and everything. And then the thing is, though, is we didn't see him back, but Loki's supposed to have a TV show on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
We didn't see Vision back, but he's supposed to have a TV
Loki's
show.
Obviously
Scarlet
probably
Vision.
back alive.
Yeah, him. And then there's supposed to be a Falcon and Winter Soldier show, too, as well. So, sort of random. But
Falcon, I'm not a big fan of. I miss Winter Soldier. I don't really care about those two characters.
Falcon isn't that big of a deal. There are certain characters in there that just kind of support that. I really don't.
I like Black Panther in that, though. He was kind of cool. He had some kind of cool scenes.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, instant kill move.
Yeah, instant kill move.
Ant-Man punching that giant creature down from the sky.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really
cool. It was really cool. That battle scene at the end had so many cool parts in it.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Captain Marvel fighting Thanos.
Scene. Captain Marvel fighting
Thanos. And she's overpowering him, and then he takes the stone out and punches her in the face.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Oh yeah, he put it in his skin or something. He's fuck yeah.
Yeah, because he could handle one stone by himself, Ronan could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one.
And I think Thanos was my favorite part of the movie, even though he was not barely.
Also, can I say something else? It was kind of cool seeing what happened after the first movie. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, they did beat Loki, but then they did this afterwards. What actually happened?
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I know.
And then also seeing Peter Quill in the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy, he's and when you look, he's actually just singing and dancing by himself. It's
awesome.
kind of cool to see it from a different perspective. That's all I have to say about
worst
that.
parts for me.
That's all I have to say about that.
The worst part for me is that it was somewhat predictable, but not too much though. Not as much as I thought it'd be. But yeah. And then what about you guys? I guess you guys already said what you.
It's a little blatant feminism.
Yeah, and then the future questions and stuff like that kind of confusing. Some stuff vague.
Yeah, plot holes there, but
what do you? Okay, so how do you feel about the future of the MCU? Is it
I wouldn't mind if they just stopped there.
I wouldn't mind.
And just made more Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, they just made movies.
I always love Spider-Man. It's hard to mess up.
They're going to try to implement X-Men and Fantastic Four probably soon, so
they're not going to be able to put 4 rows in between these two here.
But I don't know. I feel like at a point, because it's Disney and everything, there's going to be a point where people are just we don't want any more Marvel movies, maybe. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a point where there's going to be like a really terrible movie where they're like, oh, Disney, you're just trying to do this to make money or whatever, which they are. But the MCU has been pretty good so far.
And DC is kind of making its rise.
Yeah, Shazam. Boom.
Yeah, it's kind of on its way up, so I wouldn't be surprised if Marvel kind of stays on the down. Like, their smart move for Marvel, I think, would be kind of stay on the down low, just throw out Dark Phoenix and Spider-Man here and there, and let DC kind of take its run.
Replay value, I wouldn't get this on like Blu-ray DVD, but I might watch it one more time. But I just don't really feel that way with Infinity War. I'm gonna watch that again, but this movie, I don't know if I really want to watch it again. I think once is good enough. I think I remember everything, and it's like, I mean, I might rewatch like the Thanos scenes on YouTube whenever it comes out on Blu-ray and stuff like that. But like besides that, that's. What about you guys? How do you feel about that? Like,
let's just give the ratings then.
Did you say your replay values?
Oh, I'd watch it again.
Very high. I'd watch it again.
Okay. Rating, final thoughts. Garrett, you go first.
9.5.
All right.
I was entertained the whole way through. I liked everything. Obviously, the little plot holes there and there, but it was so minor. I think it's definitely a great movie.
Yeah, I'd say a 9. Like pretty much what Garrett says. Like, it was very good. They did very well, but there were some plot holes. And the thing is, maybe they will solve a lot of those in the next movie, and we just don't realize it yet. Who knows? Like, it's very possible. So, that's why I wouldn't take too much away from it for that, because with Marvel, you just don't know. Usually, they're pretty good at filling in plot holes in following movies.
Right, go ahead, Trent.
For me, I'm giving it an 8. I gave Infinity War an 8.5. I'm giving this an 8. I don't know, like, don't get me wrong, this is a really good movie, like, definitely watch it, but for me, I didn't feel as good about it as I thought I would be. I guess because, again, like, there's some parts that are predictable, but it's still a really good movie. I mean, the visual effects are great, Thanos is awesome, having all these characters interact, it's sort of like Game of Thrones,
you think
in its last 2 seasons, having, like, people, what?
You think you had too high of hopes for it, maybe?
I think a little bit, because it's like, oh, well, because, like, the first night that we went to the theater to watch Shazam, like, the entire place was, like, packed. Like, we couldn't find a parking spot because there were so many people getting ready for it. And people all over the internet saying, this is the best movie ever and everything like that. So I got caught up in that overhyped stuff. But that's why I kind of was really low. Well, not really low on it, but, like, sort of just like, yeah, let's watch it. It's another Avengers movie. And I came out of it saying, it's still a good movie, it's just, it's not the best. Like, I think Infinity War was better, I think Civil War was better, and everything like that. So, yeah. So all that adds up to an 8.8, rounded up, so it's a 9. So, yeah, definitely go watch this movie. Yeah, so if you guys have enjoyed this video, be sure to like. Also, comment down below what you thought about the movie, when you're going to see it, and who you're going to see it with. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. This has been The Real Guy. My name's Trent.
I'm Wesley.
And Garrett.
And we'll see you guys next time. Probably not him, but, like, yeah.
We'll see something.